Hello and welcome to the next episode of my channel where I'll be taking up the lesson The Lost Child from class 9. Now in this chapter is basically written in the background of North India, and we see that in this chapter we talk about a festival of spring. Spring means going away of winter and coming up of a brighter weather. That's called spring. We see a boy, going to the fair with his family members, basically his mummy and papa, and he's happily running towards the fair. Now, there are many people who are also going towards the fair. They are going on horses, they're going on bamboo, they're going on bullock carts, and this boy happily is moving with his father towards the fair. Now, parents, they're walking very fast, they're going forward. But the child every now and then is stopping because some or the other sight attracts him. The first thing while going towards the fair is a toy shop. The boy's eyes are still on the toys, but he's moving forward because his parents are asking him to come forward. But he cannot stop this temptation and he asks, Father, I need this toy. But father looks at him with tyrant eyes, red-eyed. Father looks at the boy. That means the father is not going to buy the toy. Mother, mothers are always very tender, very soft. So the mother tries to distract the boy. Now, as the boy is going towards the fair, he sees a toy shop and he wants the toy. They have not yet reached the fair, and he sees a toy shop and he wants to buy it. And he asks his father for that. Okay, but he looks at him with tyrant eyes, red-eyed. He's angry. What is it? Every now and then you want something or the other. This is what the father meant. But mother tried to distract him, and she tried to point towards the mustard field in front of him, which was like melting gold, yellow everywhere. She said, "Look, child, look, what is ahead of you?" So the boy forgot about the toy and he started moving towards the mustard field. Then on the way he saw a group of dragonflies flying and he wants to catch them. All of us want to do the same thing when we are children. And again mother calls him, "Come child, come, where are you going? Come on the footpath. Why are you going out of the way?" Then next he sees insects and worms walking along the footpath and he starts looking at them. So little child, every now and then he is getting distracted by something or the other while walking to the fair. Now when his parents sat on the edge of a well to take rest for some time, he saw showers of young flowers falling on him, and he sat down to gather them. As he sat down to gather the flowers, he heard doves cooing. So he started looking for the tree from where the sound was coming. So this boy, very cheerful, very happy, and he's getting attracted to various things he sees and hears on the way. Finally, his parents pick him up and go towards the fair. Now, once he reaches the fair, there are so many people coming from different corners, full of footpaths full of throngs, people coming and start moving in a circular motion in the fair. That's why it is written converging to the whirlpool of the fair. Converging means mixing, joining. So people from various directions were coming and joining the fair and then were moving in round and round circular direction. Now, the first shop the boy goes to is a shop which is selling gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, jalebi. It is a sweet meat shop. And the boy softly says, "I want that burfi." Now, why does he say softly? Because when he had said before coming to the fair that he wants a toy, his father was angry at him. Now, this time he said very softly, "I want that burfi." But he himself did not wait for a reply because he knew that anyways his father is not going to buy. He moved on. Next, he saw a garland of gulmohar and he wanted that. But again he did not say anything because he murmured. He said very, very softly. So we can see his volume is decreasing because he knew if he would ask his parents for a garland of flower, they would say that who buys such cheap things? Then he sees a man holding colorful balloons and he wants them. But he did not say anything because he knew his parents would say that you are too old to play with such things. Even he saw a snake charmer playing a flute to a snake. But he knew his parents would say that don't listen to such rough music. So he proceeded further. Next, he saw a roundabout moving at a very high speed. And now he cannot stop that temptation. Loudly says, I want to go on that roundabout, please, father and mother. This time he was loud. He cannot resist that temptation. But there was no reply. No, 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 yes. Because there was no father and mother. No father and mother were to be seen there. He was lost. Now he was very scared. He started running here and there, helter-skelter, trying to look through the crowd of yellow because everybody was mostly wearing yellow, springtime. He ran here and there. He cried, he sobbed, he became dirty, falling. But no father, no mother. Through his filmy eyes because eyes were filled with tears, he started searching for his parents. He saw people laughing and talking and he was getting angry. Why are they laughing and talking uselessly? Finally, he saw a small temple, a small shrine where there was a huge crowd. People were jostling, pushing one another to reach to the front. He thought his parents were there, so he went running. He almost fell down. He was crying, but nobody listened to him. They would have trampled him. They would have stamped him and walked over him. When a kind man came and picked him up. Somebody in the crowd saw this baby crying and he picked him up and he asked him, how did you get here, child? Where is your father? Where is your mother? Okay, but whose baby are you? But the child kept on crying. He just said, I want my father. I want my mother. Now this strange man wanted to console him. So he said that will you have a ride on the roundabout? But he just said, I want my father. I want my mother. So we are going in the reverse direction. The same things which he had wanted earlier, he does not want them. He does not want to go on the roundabout. He does not want to listen to the snake charmer. He does not want the balloons. He does not want the gulmohar. He does not want the sweets. He only needs two things, his father and his mother. So ultimately, what do we learn from this chapter? We learn that this boy realizes that nothing in the world is as important as your parents. Okay? And the same things which he had wanted earlier, he does not want them anymore. Those things hold no importance to him anymore. So I hope you have understood the lesson. Now this chapter is left in a cliffhanger. We don't know what happens and it's an open-ended chapter. We have to give our own conclusion if we get a question about the ending. So please like the video if you have understood. Thank you.